Hello and greetings, my dear friends. Yesterday, as it so happens, before I go to sleep, I start making heavy thoughts. And this time, heavy thoughts had to do with the Russian accent in the English language, in the way that it is mimicked and mocked, I must say, by Hollywood, and the way it actually sounds in the real life. I think that Hollywood is way off the mark and has way dropped the ball when it comes to Russian accent in English language, and that in real life it is nowhere near what it is like in the Hollywood movies. So I would like to say words to oh fuck, oh shit, oh my god, that noise. And in this way I would like to illustrate the difference and would like to see whether you agree with me or not, whether I am wrong or whether I am right. Right now I have just shown to you what I believe is the Hollywood interpretation of the Russian guy speaking English. He says, instead of the, he says z. Instead of he says r. He skips many words. W says like v. He skips little words like articles, the, as, of. He skips those little words because he does not know the grammar very well. And it comes out like this way in the Hollywood. But in my opinion, the Russian person who studied English in the school and in the college knows the Russian language much better than Hollywood makes it look like it is. So it would probably sound, well, grammar they know pretty well, pretty darn good, I would say actually. And they would not make their speech sound so caricature as the American or English Hollywood actor would make it sound. They would actually try to emulate the real way the native speaker from the England or from the America would really speak English. They would emulate that, they would mimic that. And it would come out pretty close, pretty darn close actually to the way the native speakers speak it, but it would be Russian inflicted because of reasons concerning like the movement of cheeks, for example, lips, and the tongue. Because, well, I can say that for myself because I was raised in the States. I came over here into Russia and lived here for 15 years. I had like American accent because I was like, you know, well, of course, because I was fresh out of the American box, so I would speak American English. There you go. But after 15 years of living in Russia, of course, my English is heavily Russian inflicted because, and I feel the difference in movement. In the mouth movement when it comes to speaking English and speaking Russian, and it is, yes, in 15 years of speaking mostly Russian has taken quite a toll on my English speaking skills, but not in the way, not into making it sound like the way I am speaking it right now, because, well, this, to be quite honest, it is complete bullshit. I am caricaturing the hell out of the English language like the Hollywood actors would do, and it would actually sound, okay, here will be switch right now. I will try to make it look, I will try to make it sound the way the Russian accent sounds in real life and not movies. I'm pretty sure that it will sound like this. It will sound like this. First of all, you'll be speaking, you'll be pronouncing all the sounds right, and the R right. You'd be doing it right because your English teacher would have taught you that this is the right way to do it, and you try to imitate Americans. As I already said, you try to imitate Americans. And some of the sounds they would be exaggerated, but they would not be caricaturized. They would be exaggerated, like the A sound is exaggerated because we don't have that kind of sound in Russian language. We don't usually pronounce it that way, and it comes out like A, like more exaggerated than it should come out. So, and this is how it sounds. I hope that the difference is quite obvious. I'm really hoping that the difference is quite obvious, because right now I'm speaking the way I would probably be comfortable speaking. I can't speak with an American accent. It's not as good as it was 15 years ago. Yeah, I'll give that to you, but it's pretty decent. A little rusty, but it's okay. I mean, it's representative of the way I used to speak English back in the day. But after 15 years of living in Russia, this, for some reason, is much more comfortable for me to speak this in this sort of Russian-inflected manner, because, as I've already said, the movement of the mouth dictates this kind of pronunciation, but without the caricaturization, as I already said. So, well, there you go. This switch has happened. I'm just gonna probably, instead of trying to get my point across, because I think I have more than gotten my point across. Actually, I've gotten it across much better than this. Is not the first take of this video that I'm trying to record. There have been other takes, but I've watched them and it was like a bunch of gibberish. I just stuttered and just repeated myself a lot, which is probably not too good. So right now, I think I have got my point across. Yeah, I repeated myself again here, but it is like second time, and that was like 5 times there. And I think it's probably best to like if I want to continue sounding like this and continue talking about something, I probably should talk about what is around me. Right now, I'm in my Honda Prelude. The lights are on so that you can see my face, and so that I can see my face later on when I switch the phone off and start looking at what happened, on what I see. There's a guy eating shawarma. He's walking by me and he just looked at me. Well, I'm talking, as far as it concerns him, I'm just talking on hands-free with my friends, so it doesn't really matter. I'm talking to Skype with somebody with my phone standing on the dashboard. Another guy is walking, he's looking at me and is smoking a cigarette. Come on, do I really look that stupid? I mean, come on, for Christ's sake. Or maybe he was looking at my motor. Yes, my motor is sticking up, popping up from under the hood. That didn't come out the way it should have. Whatever. And there are trees in front of me. And right now I'm sitting next to my favorite cafe. I'm probably going to go there now, and I'm going to put some earphones into my phone and watch what came out and see the difference. The difference is really. In Russian you would say the word подчеркнуто. Is really the definitive, I should probably put it this way. If the difference is really that obvious between the caricaturized Russian accent English speak that I mimicked in the first part of this video, and the way I'm speaking it right now is just a comfortable manner that I would like to speak, and this is actually genuinely the way that Russians who studied English, this is genuinely the way they speak English. I've heard a lot of it around. I've heard a lot of my friends who know English, who speak English, they speak this way, and this is the comfortable way for me to speak too. This is the way that the Russian accent should come out in Hollywood films, apparently, but for some reason, to make it sound... I don't know why would they do that, but... use this as a video lesson, my dear American friends, but if you really want someone speaking English who sounds like he's from Russia, hire maybe a Russian actor to do the Russian rules. That would probably be beneficial for the quality of the film. But then again, maybe it wouldn't be, because if you want the caricature Russian accent is trademarked to Russians in Hollywood films. So if you want the viewer to know that this guy is from Russia, you would want him to speak in a caricature signature Russian accent. If you speak like this, for example, I have a friend who lived in London for 5 years, and there everybody thought he was like from Spain or from France, and he speak in the way that a real Russian person would speak, who learned English. I mean, not inherently, but learned English later on in their life, not in the beginning, like I did, for example. They would speak it they would speak it in a manner that certain people, they would think that it's like France or Spain or something like that. And so maybe it's not the best way to it's not the way to portray a Russian person in Hollywood movies. It's not the best way to portray him like this. You need speaking like this, you need a character. So there you go, a lot of words said in Hollywood caricature Russian accent and in real Russian accent. Well, the way I hear it and the way I speak it. Anyway, so I think that is more than enough, first of all, to absorb a certain point and to perceive a certain difference in terms of pronunciation in different accent, true pseudo accent and true to nature accent. There you go. Thank you for attention. This is probably going to go up on YouTube. I do that kind of stuff because I have a video. I have my own channel. I upload videos on. This is a way to get myself out of comfort zone, is to do strange things on camera. So this is going up on YouTube, and well, let me know what you think of the video when you see it. Since it's mostly Russian people watching my videos who don't know English, it's probably not gonna be a lot of opinions, but whatever. I mean, hey, it's up there, I'm putting it out there, and thank you for your attention. Have a great holidays. Bye-bye, and peace to everybody, and to Russian and American, to Hollywood, to Mosfilm, to everybody. Have a great one. Bye-bye.